Okay. I'm pretty tired again, but I may as well have another little look at this. Array gadget. Well, well, well. I do not feel very confident about this class at all, but that's no surprise. I haven't run it, haven't done anything to it. Let's just stay calm. So, I need another type of object, and that object is the array viewer. And I'm just starting to I'll just take this, because the image viewer and the array viewer will be quite similar. But the array viewer views list array gadget. You don't like that? You do like that. Okay. These things became not required. Now, here is where I have to think about this. And I have to settle down for a moment while I consider what really happens. The draw options has to be open now. And I'm basically going to have to figure a way of forcing it. I mean, what I can do is I can store whether or not the draw options is open, and then I can restore it afterwards. Or I can hide it again afterwards. Draw options state bool. And here I can say if draw options oh, it's annoying, this sort of thing, because it makes me think, right, I see there's a kind of problem with the logic generally. Excuse me. Which is sort of that, you know, draw options, gradient, or draw options, render options, and gradient editor as well for that matter, could do with never technically closing. They could just be hidden. Only one is supposed to be open at a time. Yeah, you know. So, anyway, I guess I'm not going to do that. But is this really a sensible thing to do? Because actually, what I really think is I should have temp draw options, which is actually of class draw options. That is the thing, isn't it? Yeah, draw mode options. Oh dear. It's gotten very confused with all my changes. Extends window base, yeah. So draw mode options always acts on the project, right? Anyway, my point is, inside array viewer, temp draw options. Inside here, I can say if not draw options, well, maybe I don't need else, we'll see. Temp draw options equals new draw mode options. And I don't think it needs anything else, does it? No, it doesn't. Okay. I didn't need to go there, I forgot about that. So it's saying if there's not, make there be one. But otherwise, if there is, then just leave it there. Is this right? Then at the end, when I do a cleanup, I don't say that, I say if temp draw options, temp draw options remove, right? Oh, I wish you wouldn't flicker around like that. Here, in response to temp draw options, is a close button. It does GUI refresh and remove. I wonder if I could get away with putting the GUI refresh in the cleanup. I think I will. Because oh no. Oh well, hang on. Yeah, that's right. If there wasn't the only reason temp draw options would have a value to be cleaned up is if there was no draw options to begin with. Otherwise, it just uses the draw options that's already open. Is this a sensible thing and way to do it? I don't think so. But that's the way it's being done. So at the bottom of array viewer, yep, it says if I have made my own, then remove it. Now I've got to sort everything else that's wrong with it. Not least this, add view does not create a pung gadget, it creates an array gadget. And this makes an array gadget. Don't know what's in a new array gadget. You gonna tell me? Harumph. parent XY width height and the CL flag. Doesn't actually need that. Because it never copies a log. Don't need that. Load array P. And I take these things off it. So that's fine. Views add last npg, and I will just call it new gadget. Now I will have to arrange the views. Here's views, remove view, array gadget view. Okay. Use empty, self remove. Oh, one moment. This is an important thing. Right. Add response. Yes, right. Close response. Oh yeah. Pardon me. This I just don't change at all. And I don't do it on the way in either. I have to remember that. Oops. Oh. No, I don't do it anyway. Must do it somewhere else. That's very strange. But anyway. Phew. I shouldn't hide the gradient editor if it's visible. The gradient editor is opened from the draw options box, so I just remembered as well that I need to right, this is annoying. It's really, really annoying. If gradient editor, gradient, okay, right. Yeah, I'll just take this away. I'll just forget about that. There's another little thing else. In here I have to say temp draw options, close button. Oh, I really wish that you'd close button active equals false. In here, draw options, close button active equals false. And down here, if if there isn't attempt draw options, then I assume that there is. I'm going to check that there is a draw options. There should be one. If there's not attempt draw options, there should be a draw options. Draw options active equals true. No. Draw options close button active equals true. What a palaver. Okay, I'll only get rid of that. I'm pretty sure there's not some kind of right. Okay, anyway, I'm not getting distracted talking about rubbish. In the GUI. I call it the view button. That is nuts. Global array button. My button. Okay. Now. Array button equals new my button top bar array viewer CXCY button width button height, and the array button is aligned to the left and locked to the top and bottom of its bar. And CX plus equals array button width plus bar. Now the response for the array button. That was a very strange place to put this pung gadget thing. Anyway. I guess I just say new array viewer latest. Now hilariously, I reckon that's about it. And I'll just run it because I'm kind of stupid that way. So what do I expect to see? I expect it to crash very nearly immediately. And if I can see 11 minutes, okay, so there is possibly no array to view. Oh my god, I don't believe I'm running this. It's such an act of hubris. So I can do a simple render and then I can view it. I will need to display more information though inside this viewer when I think about it. I'll need to show information about the highest point, the average height, the distribution, like maybe a graph of the distribution of points before and after scaling. Okay, well, it runs. What are my render options? 9 recursions, and my draw options are this. Go for it then. 8 recursions. And I have an array viewer button. Wow, rendering image. This is using the rendering as an external thing. Let's just see what happens, because it won't have reached that point yet. Map pixel coordinates out of range. Okay. And I would guess that's happening inside here. quite distressing. What does it mean? Where am I doing something different, basically? Okay, well, it's a big problem, this, because well, what do I have to do? I suppose I just run the renderer. I recompile the renderer. Okay, stop this. That's fine. This recompile. And instead, I go around this way. I copy render in here. Then I think that's all I need to run render. And stop. Okay, yeah. Run it from here. And will it give me better info? Just pixel coordinates out of range. Doesn't tell me where. Damn. Okay, but I mean, I can kind of guess. You know, this is the thing that I've changed. Pixmap pixel coordinates out of change. That's the bit where I access it. X and Y is giving me the wrong thing. It's going 0 until AR width. Array width. Array width is getting set. Where on earth am I? Render gradient. Pix equals render gradient. Oh, look. Paint array. Y equals int. What? Int equals 1080. What on earth? Height equals output height. Until. Why is Y equal to 1080 in these circumstances? Like, I get it, that's no good. Y cannot equal 1080. Why, if height is equal to output height, in an array definition, these are unsigned ints. And in array definition, save width, height, data, width, height, position, path. Yep, right, unsigned ints. Really does set the height to be the height. Oh, Well, that explains something. Height, width. Silly me. Okay, now, for now I will remove this. I will recompile this. Phew. Now, pop this back over. And have another go. Now, running render 1, I'll do 8 recursions. I'll render a still, or I'll try. Okay, in the image viewer, here it is, apparently, yeah, 2039, 85, yeah. In the array viewer, what on earth am I looking at? Some busted up things. I see that the scroll bar here looks bad. I see that I don't have options at the top. This is the only thing that appears in the right place. This close thing has disappeared correctly. Oh look, there's a thing. It's the wrong shape. Oh, it's the view button thing. So, what can I do? What if I set something like this? And then, oops, just remove that and add it. And apply that. First off, this didn't update. Wow. Okay, a lot of things about this seem to have worked. Why didn't the gradient thing update? I'll have to look into that. Right. Oops. Let's just make it 0.9. Did you catch that? Oh, that made it update. Anyway. Did that work? I can't tell. I think it did. Man, okay, no scaling. Apply. This isn't changing the change thing, for starters. And when I click apply, it has to set change to... Oh my god. I really do need to know things like the highest pixel and the average pixel here. Because yeah, the look of it with 8 recursions is that there's just nothing. Or I am like doing loads of stuff really wrong. But honestly, this is not a bad start. It's that is not really a button as it should be. So, what do I do? What's the first thing I do? The first thing I do is sort these buttons, make sure they appear in the right place. The next thing I do is sort the change flag so that this will update it. And actually, don't know. It's having a real hard time. And I have no close buttons, so I can't actually get out of this view at all. How's the old task manager say I'm doing? Yeah, it's alright really. Recursor. Is that the way it is? I guess it is the way it is. Okay. Well. I've just realised that it's not working right. It's applying the... Like, I need to keep a copy of my... oh man, yeah. Every time I apply it, I need to make a copy of my original data. That's okay, but it's a big copy. So, let me have a little look at my time. That's 20 minutes, and it was 11 or something before. So, the things I need to do. The things I need to do. I need to make the copy of the data, make a copy of the array that I use to actually make the pix map each time, and I have to fix the positions of the buttons and the appearance of the slider and the appearance of this menu. And in fact, fixing the appearance of the slider and the menu might be a slightly more general thing. And I need to, and that's the main thing, so I need to somehow grab a hold of this so that when changes happen to it, it knows that if the image view, the array viewer is open, that updates the array viewer's change flag. Anyway, I have to close it because the buttons are all out of place.